get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. But we fighting. Supply mean there's people that want to sell. They're going to supply the streets. Demand mean the streets want to buy, right? So supply, we supplying the streets. Demand, the streets want to buy. All right, family, so y'all know your boy Trap been in the charts, you heard me? So today we're going to break down this play we got in the Patreon with Eli Lilly. I'm going to break down today why I got in this play. I'm going to break down what we saw on the chart so you can start identifying some of the things. And I don't like to just use theory. I like to use real plays that we did get in my group. And so you can watch the plays on your own to see how they turn out. Now, I will not tell you the actual strike price we got in, and I won't tell you the date we got in, the expiration date, because again, my Patreon members, I gotta respect that. But what I am doing is letting you all see the chart in real time, why I'm doing the play, what I did with the play, and what did I see. So get your pen, get your pad, right? Make sure you're taking notes so you can go back and look at this play all over again. At the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you what I'm expecting the play to go to, right? And that's gonna be key too. Make sure you share this out. But also, man, comment in the chat, tell us like what's some charts that you want us to look at for you, and we definitely want to do that because we've been getting a real good response at Trap in the Charts. So today, we just made a call on Eli Lilly, a big dog, right? We've been in this, we got in this play. One of the plays that I really love, when it comes to options, I have about 20 stocks that I just rinse and repeat back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? And as I've been getting in the charts and as I've been learning more and more about the charts, it's just been exciting, man, because of course, y'all know I made a lot of money last year, about $3 million. I made about $1.5 million in options the year before, made about $750,000 a year before. Last year was my biggest year. Not only did we do 3 million, we did it every week. We showed it every week on Trap and Tuesday, but I had my first $1.2 million play. And so I know that just looking at what I see in the charts is going to take me to a whole nother level. It's going to allow me to explain to you all on a whole nother level. So let's get to it, man. So right now we got in this Eli Lilly play, right? And there's a lot going on. This play has really been flying all kind of ways, right? Now, one of the things I like to do when I first get on the play is like see where we at. So we are right here currently on the play. We are right here on this candle right here. This is a daily chart, right? So each one of these candles represent one day. So what the thing is doing throughout the day. So the first thing I did when I got to this chart, I see where I'm at right now. That's important so I can know where I'm at right now, right? Then I got to ask myself, where did I come from? Like, where did this move come from? So I go to my swing high, see what was the high in the most recent area, and then I like to see where the swing low was at in the most recent area, right? Then the next thing I'm going to do is draw my support and resistance, and then I like to create my supply zone. This supply zone that I created came from here. Now, I know you like to use the most recent supply zone, but here's what I realized. When I came back here, remember, I got a saying, don't move right until you look left, because when you move left, it's going to show you how to move right. You know what I'm saying? When you look left, it's going to show you how to move right. So I came from this was a big swing up right here. This started the biggest upward momentum came from here. And so what you see is, you see this candle right here, a lot of pressure right here under this candle, and then you see this upward movement. Boom. So this is an overall upward trend, right? Now, what most people might try to do is they might try to do this. Here's what most people might try to do. They might try to go up, consolidate, up, down, up, up. I don't look at it like that. Like for me personally, I like to look at the entire body of work. So this was the low point, and you look at this entire body of work, right? So now you understand this is an uptrend, right? And then from that uptrend, here's what you understand. This then put us in a downtrend, right? So it came here. This candle here is important. The reason why this candle is important, now watch this. This candle is important. Watch. All right. This candle is important. You see that downtrend. That is clear what's going on here. So you got bang, bang. And then you got another uptrend here. You come out so you can see. All right. Bang. And then you got this steep downtrend. So now when you look at the market like this, now you're not trying to ride this wave like that. You see an uptrend, you see a downtrend, you see an uptrend, you see a downtrend. For me, that's market structure. Now, you also, in these areas, you'll see certain things. You'll see like right here, this is a consolidation phase. So this is when the market is, they don't really know, the market is in this phase where it wants to do something, it doesn't really understand what they want to do, it's trying to make a decision, right? But what you see is, then you get this candle right here that pushes us down. Now what you get here is you get two strong pushes, right? So that's dominant. That means the bears are solely in control right here. Right? So again, I'm looking at I gotta look at the body of work before I make a play here. Now, Trap, why you gotta look over there? Because I need to understand what the story is. Like, and if I can understand what the story is, then I can kind of make a better play here. That's for me, right? Like, I'm a storyteller with everything that I do. So if I can create a story around it, it helps me build my confidence on what I'm about to do. So we saw the play come from here. We saw it shot down. Now, these are some strong bearish candles right here, right? Like, they are super, super bearish, right? That means the bears are they dominating this move. So right now, in actuality, we are still in the downtrend, even with this. We are in the downtrend, which is okay if you can understand. For me, I can understand what's going on right here. Now, this lets me know something that's real sweet. So this, I can see this is a demand zone. Demand means there's people that want to buy. Supply means there's people that want to sell. They're going to supply the streets. Demand means the streets want to buy, right? So supply, we supply in the streets. Demand, the streets want to buy. And when you got this right here, consolidation, the streets don't know what they want to do. And it went from consolidation to distribution. Right, so this sideways, the streets, and it's tight. It's not big, it's real tight. There's some movement here because the candles are pretty like big, and I'll show you on, I don't know if I got on this candle, small consolidation. Maybe like right here, this is a tight consolidation. And what you mean by tight is, you see how little those are? Right, you see how you have those little doji candle, that's what they call, like them little dojis right there. There's not a lot of pressure in there. And then right here, it distributed, right? That's so dope, right? So right here, and even right here, same thing. Watch this. Right here, it's consolidation. Actually, it comes to this one. So right here is all consolidation. I'm just showing you this move before we get into the play. So you can start identifying certain things that you're looking for when you're looking on a chart, right? Consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. What does that mean, Trap? That means the market doesn't know what it wants to do right now. So you have these little bitty moves inside of here that you really don't have to play with, right? It's just little tiny moves inside of here that you don't have to play with. Let the market tell you what it wants to do. Consolidate, then it distribute it. Meaning it pushed it out. Boom, consolidated right here. It accumulated, then it distributed, right? And then it accumulated. So you gotta just understand that, like, it's pushing down. So it's like, it's calling up, push down. Calling up, push up. Calling up, push down. So you gotta understand, is it in distribution phase or it is in accumulation phase? So that's real cool for you understanding. Once you can identify those, these always gonna lead to a move. Right? So these are like, think about this. When you're on Street Fight or something, you just loading up, right? You loading up, and then you just push it out. And so in these moves, I kind of try not to do too much because I want to see what the market do, but I'm gonna show you what I did here so we can make sense of it. Again, well, Trap, why did you come way back here to create that zone? Well, I realized this was a power up move. This was a powerful move right here. Right, so this move started from this candle right here. So this becomes the demand zone because this the candle previous to the up move. And then I noticed right here, watch this. You had some big accumulations, then it was in this zone, tight. Then what did it do? Shot up, right? So that means this is valid. This second time it does it makes this valid to me, right? So if it did it once here, right? See, this candle, this bearish candle, is the beginning of this. Okay, let me see if it does that again. So I'm telling a story from here to here, right? So I can't start the story here I have to start from the beginning of the story because this is where I start at. So I said, okay, let me see where I can get this at, right? Now I could have put it here. No, I couldn't have. I could, because the gap up go right there. So I had to come here because this tells me the story. Boom, comes up, all right, bet. So when I saw it, so when this comes across, now this is clear to me. Why is this clear to me? Because this is demand zone, right? It doesn't hit this zone, but now that it hit it, look what I know it is. Now this is a messy, so this here is called messy consolidation. You know why? Because it ain't really going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, but it's messy. See how big that is? Small, you know what I'm saying? This one is a messy. You could tell the difference between a tight one and a sloppy one. So that's sloppy. So in there, they just, like, everybody fighting, right? Like the bulls trying to get it, bears trying to get it, bears trying to get it, bulls trying to get it. They just fighting up in here. Now I'm gonna show you something that's gonna show you that's real dope. But then it gets in a zone and then it gaps up. See this? The uptrend comes from inside of what? My supply zone. My demand zone, I'm sorry. It comes from inside of my demand. Demand. The streets want the demand, y'all. So you see it comes from my demand zone, right? So I'm like, okay, that tells me if it does it again, I should see the same thing. Well, so when I get to the play here, I see this, boom, boom, boom. I watch it. So I watched this happen. I didn't jump in it because it's in my zone. I didn't jump in it. Now I watched it hit the bottom. I watched it hit the very bottom of my demand zone, then it shoot up. But there was friction at 755. There was friction here. Dropped back down to the bottom of my zone, popped up to 755. There was friction here. Now, here's why I come in to make the play. Once I see the swing low, then I see the swing high, right? I use my Fibonacci. Now, inside of the Fibonacci, these are the zones I'm looking for. I'm looking for that 618, and that 0.5. Why? Because that means the move has bounced half from where it was at the bottom, and in between there is a golden zone. It's just like a general rule. Like if it goes in between here, this the golden zone. Also, I understand right now that the play is currently under my 50-day and my 20-day, which tells me I'm still in a bearish situation. Why? Because I haven't crossed the 50 and I haven't crossed my 200. So technically, I'm still in a downtrend, right? Because remember I told you on a previous video, anything on top of the 50-day and the 50-day and the 20-day is in a bullish short-term pattern. Anything underneath that is in a bearish short-term pattern. Now we know it's under that because it is. This is where the move comes from. It comes to here. This is where we at. We still underneath there. This is gonna be pivotal for us, y'all. All right, listen, before we go any further, man, tell me in the chat, yo, Trap, I'm with you at the halfway mark, dog. I'm with you at the halfway mark. Tell me in the chat right now, yo, I'm with you right here, bro. Like, I see what you cooking right here. As of right now, as of me making this, the Eli Lilly is now above 757, which means it broke that hood. Now, Trap, why does 755 ring so supreme in your head? All right, let's check it out. We notice right here, 755 is shot up in my demand zone, Now, inside of the demand zone right here, we see it right at 755, it pops down. Tries to touch it again, pops down. But it's in my supply, it's in my demand zone. It touches it again, touches it. That means they got the hitters at 755. They guarding 755, but it's in my demand zone. But the hitters is like, nope, get back. But we fighting. So watch this. You see it hit it again. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So in my mind, because it's in my demand zone, and it's right at my 618. So I say, yo, if it breaks 755, it can give me 756. I'm gonna go with my move. Why? Because it broke it. Now, of course, we see here, Trap, it can go back down, it can go back down, it can go back down, for sure. But watch this. The OGs over here said if we can break it, we got room to run. That's why I look and left before you go right, Tells a story. So my OGs over here say, hey, if he can, hey, 755, we gonna step in. Yeah, like we tired of y'all playing with him. Hey, you ever try to go hustle in somebody's neighborhood, and the only way you can hustle in the neighborhood is because one of the OGs be like, hey, chill out, you hear me? I'm here. So that's what happens here. They fighting us, but if y'all can get to 756, 757, we got action. So the OGs over here gonna give us confirmation that this is possible. So when we go swing high, swing low to swing high, we pop this 7, and I said, yo, I told my group, I said, hey, if it pops 755, we gonna make a play. Because here's what I realized. We can pop 755, based on this, I can still find some type of support right here at about 718. So I'm willing to make this move because I'll still be in my supply zone. I mean, I'll still be in my demand zone. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. I'll still be in my demand zone, so I'm good. As long as I'm in this demand zone, I'm all right. Now, if I break the demand zone, then I gotta come down to 680, which is where my low at. I say, y'all, if we can break this 755, we probably will get action right here, right? This is gonna be important. The next phase that's gonna give us trouble gonna be right here at 801. But around 763, let me see, right here, we should see some action. So if we can get under here, which is about 763, y'all, no, right here. If we can bounce that, because what happened here, it done touched the same spot twice. If we get a little friction right here, and we can pop through, which I think we can, we gonna have trouble again at 801. Why we got trouble at 801? Because at 801, we got a heavy 50-day and a heavy 20-day moving average. So we gotta break this. They strong right there. Now the 50-day and the 20 days are really, really great. For me, I like to use SMAs, not EMAs, but my people that use the EMAs is all good, right? So if we can break this, this will now become a form of resistance. That will now become a form of resistance. Let's look at the play. Yep, play still at 757. So we up about $2 on the play right now. And if we up on $2 on the play right now, then that means essentially, let me just give y'all a look right quick. Essentially, yep, I'm up $1,100 right now. I'm up $1,100 right now. So that ain't bad. All right. So this will be a form of resistance. So we're gonna have to fight that. Right, so if we break 755, we'll probably come into a little action at 763. From 763, we can go to set 801. Now, we probably not gonna go straight up through it, but here's the great part. If we break 801, I think we can go all the way to 820. Or right at 830, no, let me see. No, we'll come right here. Yeah. We break 801, we'll find some more. I should have put my other sticks on there. We'll come in at the 38, which would be right at 805, and then from there we probably can go to 820, which would be good. So we got a smaller play in, right? I can't tell y'all my date, but I feel really good about it because what I did was, and I'll just put you this, I put us in a space on this play that allows us to be a little under the next resistance, right? And that way, if it shot back down into my supply zone, we'll still be good. My demand zone, if it shot back into my demand zone, we'll be good. If not, we can go all the way to 820. And if we reach the 820, I know we can reclaim that. So I hope that makes sense to y'all what we got going on. And here's another thing that made me feel good about it, my ATR, which is my average trading range. That lets me know that from top to bottom, this play has been moving about $34, right? That's what you see right here. I mean, it's been ranging about a $34 move, give or take, which is really how Eli Lilly moves, right? So this also helped me find confidence in the play. Now, I don't use the ATR by itself. I use the ATR, which is average trading range, which measures how the stock has traded in a certain amount of time from high to low. From high to low, how has the stock been trading? So this one is about $34, right? So if you take 755, you know, and we've been moving at about $34, And this on a 14 days. So in about 14 days, let me break this down for you. So in about 14 days, the ATR is 34.11. Now, that means in 14 days, this stock has moved about $34, which is essential for me because it also, I don't base my strike price on it, but it also lets me know that what I should be able to expect in a 14-day range. So I'll say, all right, if in a 14-day range, I can do about $30 to $34 based on this company. So in 2 weeks, I should be able to get about $30 to $34 up or down. Remember, that's from the high to the low. Being able to say that, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use my sweet spot, which is where we cracked that. We had about 757. Let me check it again. Yep, we had 757, so I'm up about $1 and something. Come to the camera right quick. Can you come zoom in on me right quick so my cameraman can see? So we're gonna use this 757. That's what we had. Remember, we got into play about 755, 75, something like that. So the play is at 757. You can see I didn't get it at the bottom right here. I got in on this right here, so that puts me good. So we all right on that play, man. We all right on that play right there. Let me scroll down on my screen a little bit. Yep, now we up $1,500. So that's what I use, y'all. My Eli Lilly play was inside of my demand zone. It broke the hood where the OGs was at. You can see them right here. 1 OG right there, 2 OG right there, 3 OG right there, 4 OG right there. And every time it hit it, it pushed down, hit it, push down, hit it, push down, hit it, push down. Right? Hit it, push down, hit it, push down, hit it. So I needed to break it a little bit. And I feel it'll break it with this pressure, with this momentum. It breaks it. We can get to here, which is about 763. We get here, which lines up with this. Hits me here. These two touch. We break that. We clear to about 800 to me, man. I think it's going to be a pretty solid play, man. So I hope y'all got a lot out of this video, man. Again, man, it's your boy Trap. I'm in the charts, man. Just trying to show y'all, just trying to speak it to people in like easy to understand terminology, man. Again, this is a play we just did in the Patreon. Again, I can't give y'all the strike price. I can't give y'all the expiration date. Come join the Patreon to do that. But I will tell you, you can just look at the play. You can watch it from here, see what happens. You can draw your zones up. You can do exactly what I have and just know that I got in the play at right at above 755, which is about 755.60 or 755.70. And so you can just measure the play and you can look at it and say, all right, Trap said once it hits 763, we should see some resistance. And you go look and see if you got resistance on it. Trap said that if it fall backs into the demand zone, he good. Then Trap said he should be good from 763 to about 800 because it moves in what? $34 increments, right? So Trap said he should be good. And then he'll probably see a fight at about 800. Between 801 and 803 because that's where your 50 and 20 day at based on the daily. And then Trap said from there he should be able to shoot to 820 and Trap said he should be good. So I want y'all to watch that out there from 820. We'll probably see a little fight around 840. You can see it right there. You can see it right there. You can see it right there. You can see it all the way right here. Right, so about 840, we'll see some more action. And then this is a psychological number because that's a whole number. So that's really cool. So definitely, man, check it out. That's a play we in. Trap using the SMA, the 20-day, the 50-day. Trap using the supply and demand. Trap using this Fibonacci. Trap using this ATR. So just hoping giving y'all a little game on that, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Man, charting with your boy, Big Trap, man. Definitely hope that this video helps some of y'all out so y'all can see what Trap got going on so I can break it down. Remember, every candle represents 1 day. And this tells you that you had buyers in there, but the buyers got it up to one price, and then the sellers rejected that price. So definitely let me know how y'all been feeling about Trap in the charts, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you want to come to join the Patreon, we got the link right here. Must be in the top tier to see all the options plays. Also, you can join Trappers Anonymous, get that fundamental work. Most importantly, make sure you see our show each and every Tuesday called Trapping Tuesdays, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this, man. I'm out.